Good morning, you guys. I know y'all are like up close and personal with my face. I'm gonna try to get this light on behind me. Um, ooh, I don't know how much it's gonna do. Yeah, there's like stains all over my wall. They will not come off. They've been there for God, like years and years and years before we even like officially bought the house. So can't get them off. Ignore the stains. Okay, so, anyways, I love the book of Moses and how he led the people out of Israel. Well, it's actually, there's like 5 books of Moses, but this one is Exodus that I absolutely love. I love Genesis and Exodus, but Exodus is where um, we find out how Moses came about and how he became a pharaoh and everything that comes with. But the cool thing about the book of Exodus is um each time I read it, or like this is the first time I'm having it on Audible like read to me as I go along and read it. And I just found something that was really cool and something that was opened up to me in the sense that I think it's like super super cool. Okay, so I know in the book of Exodus, verse 9. Oh boy. Boy, howdy. Y'all are like falling on me. Okay, I will use my hand here to hold y'all back. Okay. So in the book of Exodus, verse 9, it says, "Now therefore, behold the cry." This is chapter 3, by the way. Chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "Now therefore, behold the cry of Israel. Behold, the cry of the children of Israel has come to me." This is the Lord speaking. "And I have also seen the oppression with them, and the oppression which the Egyptians oppressed them." Um, and hold on, let me find this. Okay, it is verse 9, and even though it doesn't, say it, I wanted to like be sure because the Lord was speaking to me on this one, and I didn't want to like quote y'all wrong, but the Lord was speaking to me on this one, and like in the situation of this, I'm gonna say in the sense of like Israel and all this too. When the Israelites were part of the slavery to Pharaoh, and the Lord heard the children's cry of Israel, and he saw what was going on. But the cool thing about it is that he also saw Pharaoh and Pharaoh's heart and Pharaoh's demise and the Pharaoh at the time, and just it brings me to this thing of, sorry you guys keep moving. Let's see if I can prop you all up better. Scoot y'all back. Let's try this. Okay, there we go. Whee. Okay, so anyways, so I'm trying to make this make sense. I'm running on like fumes right now. But it says, verse 9, "Now therefore, behold, the cries of Israel, the cry of the children of Israel has come to me, and I have also seen the oppression with which the Egyptians oppress them." And then it says, I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Okay, find it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. Okay, and then in verse 19, it says, "But I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go, not even by a mighty hand. So I will stretch out my hand and strike Egypt with all my wonders, which I will do in the midst, and after that he will let you go. And I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, and it shall be when you go, you shall not go empty-handed." Right? So to break down what the good Lord has told me, it also comes to present tense with things going on. When you're Even when you're not a child of God, Satan is like after you. He's got like this, the government is ran by Satan. I just, that's in itself. Um, But when you have situations and you are a child of God, when you are going through a really, really, really bad situation and you're crying out to the Lord, and I'm trying to like quote this as best as I can, not from the Bible, but reference. He hears you. And also, while he hears you and he's trying to fix the situation, not trying, but in his due time fix the situation, he also sees and knows the heart of the people that are causing the oppression on you, causing the just like, I'm going to say, the jealousy, the spite, the bitterness, the unfairness, the hatefulness, the wrongfully accused, the literally, lack of a better words, but trying to make your life a living hell. And they just keep coming at it, keep coming at it, keep coming at you. And the Lord even says that even when he is delivering you from those people, from Pharaoh, from the government, from the people, he says, but I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go, not even by a mighty hand. So I will stretch out my hand and strike Egypt with all of my wonders, which I will do in the midst, and after that he will let you go. And here's the thing. It took 10 plagues. I'm pretty sure it was 10. Let me... 8, 9... Yeah, 10. It took 10 plagues for Exodus. It took 10 plagues plus Moses going and speaking to them multiple times and multiple times praying to the Lord for a deliverance of the people of Israel, right? And the good Lord, and what I'm trying to get at with this is, like I said, I'm running on fumes. But the good Lord, he knows. And he knows what it's going to take. And he will do everything. And he will constantly strike Satan. He will constantly strike the people and put plagues on them, in the sense to make them back off. Does that make sense? But you as yourself, you as yourself, even in the New Testament, I'm going to go New Testament for you, and then I'm going to go back to Exodus. But in the New Testament, it calls that we need to love one another and to forgive one another. And we also need to pray for our enemies, and we need to, when you see them hungry, you feed them. When you see them thirsty, you give them something to drink. And you're putting a heap of coal on their head, is what it says in the Bible. But don't pray for bitterness on them, on the people. Pray that they come and seek the Lord. Pray for a change in their heart, softening of their heart. Because in Exodus, we know that Pharaoh has a really hardened heart. And God does everything, not everything he can, but God does a lot of mighty plagues to get him to soften his heart and let the people go. And I want to tell you now, even when the good Lord delivers you from a situation like he did the Israelites, and they were fleeing, Pharaoh still tried to come after them. He was like angry, and he was trying to get them one more time. But the thing is, the Lord allowed Moses to split the sea and go across. He went across the sea. And what happened was Pharaoh's army came after him. And they were in the sea. And Moses lifted up his staff. And I think he went down one more time. But he had the sea come in because all the Israelites were on the other side. And all of Pharaoh's army was gone. They were gone. And the cool thing about this is that in life, you're going to have situations. I'm going through one right now. But you're in life, you're going to have situations where you got the big dog causing issues, and God's dealing with the big dogs. And then he has God's dealing with the big dog while he's having the big dog's little buddies, his little army, attack you and try to cause harm and destruction and things in your life. And like that's literally Satan. Um you can only worship two gods. It's or not two gods, but you can only worship God or Satan. And you're not worshiping God, you're worshiping Satan. Satan is sin and destruction and just everything that comes with it. But what I'm trying to say is when you get delivered out of a situation and you feel like you're right there at the end, be prepared for Pharaoh's army. See what I'm saying? Pharaoh's army to come and attack you as you're getting to the other side. But I want to let you know that God is always with you, and he will drown and suffocate the armies so that they do not harm you and the big dog. And I love you guys. I hope this makes sense. Like I said, I'm running on fumes. VBS was last night, and I'm running on fumes. So I love you guys. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.